Hey there, everyone. This is the Hyde Park Ninjas coming at you. KO, how you doing?
Doing great today. Yeah, doing awesome. How about yourself?
Doing good. Well, we got a great one today. We're going to be going over the power of Sparklet. So what is Sparklet?
Well, today we just want to give like a generalized overview of Sparklet, and we'll dive deeper in some later videos. But Sparklet is the utility token for the virtual real estate game of Upland. So basically, any type of uh, building or constructing of assets or structures in Upland, you're going to need this utility token. Um, called Sparklet. And the cool thing, I mean, Sparklet was in game only for quite a long time, and then last year in 2024, they actually released that utility token on exchanges. Um, so now you can actually buy Sparklet on certain exchanges and import it into the game. You can earn Sparklet and you can export it and sell it on exchanges. So I think the community really love that, and it's bringing more eyeballs to the game. So some cool stuff there. You want to take a look at what Sparklet can do?
Yeah, so let me switch over here. We'll pull up, we're actually going to pull up Upland and maximize this so everybody can see it better. All right, so here is the map of Upland when I open it up from my vantage point here from my account. And if you're looking up at the top right away, you can see up at the very top, it says UPIX. That is your game token. So that's the in-game currency that we use. And up in the center here, not going to spend a lot of time on this, but this is the amount in the account that we have to play with and do stuff. And then over on the far right side, you can see some of the earnings. This is our earnings that we earn kind of residually, just almost like, when you have your properties, you're just going to earn for having the properties, basically, almost like interest. So that's kind of the game currency. And then you have Sparklet, which is actually the utility token, like Kale was just talking about. And when you go through to your account, you can kind of see what your available Sparklet balance is. And this is the amount right here. So if you look at the top at the profile, it says 52,214. That is the amount of Sparklet I have available for building and doing different things within the Upland ecosystem. So down here where it says staked, the 52,204, that is the amount that I'm currently using. So using it for like building and different things like that. And then over here, this small number, I actually have a little bit available, which is typically, I don't have that available. I usually have it working all the time. But this morning I got my 7-day check-in. So I earned, 10 Sparklets that's available. So I can actually put that into something I'm building. So now when you click on this staked number here, this blue, we go into this. This is going to show all of the things that I currently have being produced. So, and these, we're going to get into a lot of structures over the next few weeks and months, actually. And these are just some of the structures that I have building around different places within Upland. So, if you look at the top here, I've got a apartment building being built in the Las Vegas area. And when you click on this, it's going to show, that property and kind of where it's at as far as construction. And if I go a little bit further into this, I'll click on more. And if you look at the bar there with the yellow and black lines, that shows you kind of your progress, where you're at. And then if I go into manage, I can go into the actual build and I can see what's going on there. So right now I've got 20,001 Sparklet, and I currently have 4 days and 9 hours left on this build. And then that one will be fully produced, and you'll be able to actually have that on your property for people to see. But right now it's like in a building phase, so you can tell it's kind of transparent. You can't really see it. And then once this one's done, I can move that Sparklet into something else within Upland that I want to build. So that's kind of how the Sparklet works in the building. And that's it on that stuff. So let me switch out of here.
Can we see a few completed structures?
Yeah, let me go
Can you zoom in
to
there?
Yeah, let me click off of here because I know I have a few that are getting ready to finish. All right, so if you go into, let me get into this is actually in Las Vegas. Let me click on my screen border so I can see where I'm at. There we go. Okay, so now it pulls up the cities. You can kind of see where the airport is. And let's see, this area, this is Paradise. All right, so this is a property I bought a long time ago. It was a Vons. If you're not familiar with Vons, this is a big grocery chain out in the West. All right, let me see. All right, so this is a property that I had bought, and this is actually a structure that I built. So it's a very modern structure. So you can kind of see the build and how it's positioned on the property. And then I've also got, if you dive a little bit deeper into the property, you can see there's a Hyde Park Ninja ring. So this is one of our in-game assets. And again, this is another type of item. All these things that you see here, like the rings, the kicking bags, these are all built through your factories with using Sparklet. So, and once they're built, people can purchase them. So it creates kind of like a little business, what's inside of Upland that's whole, total separate thing from like the properties and the building that we use the Sparklet for.
So not only is Sparklet used to build structures, it's also used to build these map assets. Can you click on one of those assets so people can see it? This is a
Yeah, let me go
These assets
to,
are bought and sold within Upland.
there it is.
Um, once they're created by the players, which is really cool that the community is actually um, Upland produces assets as well, but the community is producing these assets. There's super creative stuff. It's amazing to see what people are creating. Um, but yeah, this is an asset that we've created using the power of Sparklet to manufacture, and now they're in our shops. So it's pretty cool to see that process. But you have to have Sparklet to do these things. So whether you just want to play and build structures and build things in Upland, or whether you want to get into Upland and look at creating these things yourself, or creating a little business or a little side hustle, um, you're going to need Sparklet in order to do those things.
This is just another
Um,
asset, another one that was created, in the factories with Sparklet. And Sparklet is like the work hours to build these items, and then once they're produced, you can sell them. And this is a really cool one that's it's a kicking bag. It's got a speed bag on the back, and then it's got a really cool tiger. This is one of the top tier bags actually for some assets that we produce and use in all kinds of games and activities and really fun giveaways that we do within the community.
so with Sparklet, you can also produce carts. So Upland right now produces all the actual cars in Upland. I do see the manufacturing of cars coming in the future, but it's not here yet. But for now, you can actually produce go-karts. I don't know if you have a good example of a go-kart
Yeah, let me
that
see if I can find one. I'll pull one up here in my assets and we can actually show some of the vehicles. So there's some really amazing vehicles, and some of these are created by Upland itself. And then, a step further, there's actually where players like ourselves, just regular everyday guys and gals, we can actually build, carts, we can build assets. So it's really creative. So here's some of the different cars. I know these are hard to see. I'm going to blow one up here. This is more of a like sports car. This is what we would call an S1R. And you can see the detail on the vehicles, really cool. And then if you look down here, it's completely charged. So the cars, as you use them to travel, um, the charge runs down, and you have to use Sparklet to charge the cars back up so that they can be used again.
yeah, so there's another utility for Sparklet. Not only do you have to build, well, you can't build cars yet, but you can build carts. But in order to travel with those cars, you do have to put stake Sparklet on them to give it a charge. So I think it's super cool. I mean, they're coming out with more and more utility for this token. Um, oh, that's a sweet cart right there.
Yes, this is a really cool cart I picked up a little while back. And this is now this particular cart is actually created by an Uplander. So this is somebody in Upland that produced this, made it, designed it, and everything, and then built it through their factories, and then now it's being sold. And I got one here. It's a really cool cart, and we can take these out and we can actually race them in competitions on different tracks throughout Upland that are also, they're all player built basically.
Yeah, right now there's competitions with these carts that you could earn Upix, the in-game currency. You could also earn Sparklet with racing your carts. So it's pretty cool. I think it's a cool ecosystem. It's a lot of fun to play and get involved with. Um, but
There's just one more vehicle I'll show. This is a van. So this is a passenger van. So different vehicles over time are going to have different utility. So, a van like this might be used to transport other players if you're going somewhere within the upland metaverse. And then, there's other vans that are more like cargo vans where you'll be able to ship packages, boxes, and stuff from property to property. So let's say that you're wanting to decorate, one of your structures, you may have to ship the stuff to that property to actually decorate it. So it's kind of cool because there's a lot of like in real life type of things that you can do, but within, the upland ecosystem. So it's been a lot of fun and been cool to create and build different things. So
see, I have yet to find a token. Now I'm not a I have dabbled in Decentraland and Sandbox just a little bit, and looked at looked at a few other games, but I have yet to find a a utility token out there that's being used actively in these games with as much use case um, than I have with Sparklet. I mean, it's an active utility token. It's used so much in Upland. It's so crucial to the game to be able to build and make things. So I don't know. Have you experienced anything else?
I really haven't. And I've only dabbled just a little bit in some other projects and I really haven't found the same utility. So if you look, this is actually the chart. So this is, publicly traded. You can go out and purchase this, and you can. The more you have, the more you can build and stuff like that. But so this is the actual chart, and you can obviously pull this up on your own time to look at it. And right now, Sparklet is sitting at like 0.022 cents. So you can pick it up relatively cheap now. As there's more utility. I know this is going to go up over time. Not financial advice. Do your own research. But when I look at other projects that are also traded, some of them are a lot more expensive, and I just don't see them having the same utility. And, if there's anybody out there that's watching this today and you're into a project and your project, you feel like, your token does have utility, man, let us know. We would love to do a deep dive into other projects and see, what are other projects doing out there. But we've kind of followed the different markets and dabbled in stuff. And in my opinion, my personal opinion, just based on what we've been able to do within Upland and things that we've seen, I think this one has the most utility, the most going for it. And for me, it checks all the right boxes when I'm looking at different projects. So, but if you guys, if anybody out there sees something different or there's another token out there that's doing more, within the ecosystem and has a long-term vision, definitely let us know. We'd love to see that in the comments and do a deep dive on that.
Yeah, I would like to do a comparison, video to the Sparklet token to other tokens. That would be fun. Um, So yeah, Upland, just like SC said, please do your own research. Getting into Upland, there is a learning curve. It takes a minute to figure out everything going on in Upland. So get in there, start slow. Make sure it's something that you want to do because Upland does take time. Upland is growing. Upland is still in beta. So be patient with it. Have a plan going into it, and that plan might just be play and have fun.
Yeah.
And then, but there's other opportunities if you're searching for it. There's other opportunities to create, to build, and potentially sell your assets within the Upland ecosystem. So, anyway,
Yeah, and
power
I don't know if you
Sparklet.
guys just saw there was a pop-up that was on my screen. I clicked it off just out of habit. But you can actually buy Sparklet in-game too. So once you're in your regular account, it makes it really easy. Anybody that's like dabbled in crypto, sometimes for the dummies like me that are older and just not technical savvy, to go out and buy crypto can be a pain in the arse. And, sometimes it's just easier to buy in-game, but you have the, opportunity to do either or. So it's really cool. And like KO said, it is a game, so get out there and have fun, create, be adventurous with it. And, again, not financial advice, but don't go and invest, $100,000 into a game before you know what you're doing. Okay, and just have fun with it, and don't spend more on a game than you have to do that. And then figure out ways that, hey, this is a fun game, and can I earn a little bit too with it over time? So, and just have fun with it. And I think the big thing for me is I don't get into a lot of game playing, and I've had fun doing this as a game, but it's really when you start to get into it and you start meeting other people like yourself that are playing the game and building things, it's the community is really, a big part of what kept me into this and striving for more. So it's a game, so have fun with it, build some relationships. The community has been a lot of fun, and can't say more about it. So, well, I think that's going to wrap up today. So this is kind of a little bit on Sparklet. So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more coming, and we'll have some building. So we're going to actually get on here live and show you guys how to build. So don't miss the next episode where we're building stuff up and see what kind of structure the crazy ninjas are going to build next.
And if you'd like more information, or if you have questions, or if you would like to join our community, we'll have a link to our Discord in the description that you guys can click on and get more info.
All right, everybody, have a great day. We will see you in the next one.